Hey Dan, another question, if you have the moment. So I have a mentor, and I feel like they're really teaching me a lot of stuff, and I'm really learning and progressing myself. But you know, we butt heads, and sometimes it's just like I feel like I'm really sacrificing my own values and morals just to make sure that they're happy, because I'm so grateful to have them as a mentor. But how do I know if the mentor is right for me?
Over the years, I've learned from a lot of different people. I've read thousands of books. I've read, audio programs, study audio programs, attended hundreds of events. So I've learned from a lot of people and talked to a lot of successful people, quote unquote. But in my mind, I've only had two mentors so far up to this point of my career. My first mentor, his name is Alan, and then the second mentor, which is Dan Pena, the $50 billion man. Two mentors. I think sometimes people, you get confused in terms of exactly what is that mentor-mentee relationship. Does that mean you watch my video that, I am your mentor? Maybe you see me as a mentor, and that's perfectly fine, but I am more old school because of my martial art background. I think a mentor-mentee relationship, there has to be interaction. Meaning, it's not just you watch a video and you comment below. You're consuming my content, but without interaction, I don't see that myself as a mentor-mentee relationship. I'm teaching you, I am impacting your life, I'm giving you some ideas, I'm helping to maybe even shift your perspective on certain things. But a mentor-mentee relationship is something that is very, very special. So how do you know your mentor is right for you? First of all, I think you need to find a mentor that you truly, deeply resonate with. Not just because he or she is successful, not just because he or she is financially well off, or they're cool, or they're whatever. It is this person where I want to be 5, 10 years, 15 years later in my life, right? Do I look up to them? I think this is very, very critical. Not just because he's got a penthouse, he drives a fucking fast car or whatever, Ferrari or cool shit, or it's got a lot of social media following. No. Do I resonate with this person? Would I see myself learning from this person? Not just buying a course, but long term. Long term. That's why a lot of my students, they call me Sifu out of respect, because it's not just, oh, Dan, it's just I learned something from him, I take a course, I watch his video, but we have that long-term relationship. We go deep. Are you willing to go deep? Because if you're not going to go deep, you're not going to get mastery, period. You're not going to get mastery by watching a few, even 100 videos. That's not how you get good at anything. Then the second thing is the values with you, of you and your mentor, does it align? Example, if your value is you like to have lots of kind of like other mentors out there, you have 10 girlfriends, right? you're gonna have the laptop lifestyle, and you're gonna be a punk kid and all of that stuff, then I may not be the guy for you, right? There's certain things I believe in, there's certain values I believe in, there's certain things I do, that if that resonates with you, then maybe there's some synergy, some connection. But hey, you know what? If that's what you believe in, that's great. If you believe in just hustle, you work your face off and you're gonna get your goal, that's not what I believe in. I think you need to work hard, but also think you need to work smart. There's specific ways that you need to work, right? So does that align? If that doesn't align, that does not work. So then you'll know, is that mentor right for you? I know it's a little bit like asking, is this girl, is this man, is this woman, are they right for me? Can I get married? The truth is, if he or she is right for you, you will know. You will know, it's like, you know what, we get along, we connect. He or she is like my best friend. We talk about everything. We can travel together, we grow together, we learn together, our values are aligned, just like any human relationship. Mentor is no different. I truly believe mentor is no different. You have to ask yourself, when I found my mentor, and both of them to this very day are still my mentors. So it's not like, oh, I learned from them back then, but now I'm Dan Lok, I'm so successful. No. I still respect tremendously. I just respect them tremendously. So that relationship is very special. That when you find that person, you can see it is much more like this. Here's how you know. It is not like, oh, hey, someone I can learn something from. That's cool. He does some cool shit. Let me buy his thing. No. When you find that mentor, you will feel like you're home. You feel like, I don't need to look for anymore. Just like relationship. I don't need to go on another date anymore. this is it. I'm home. I can be with this mentor. I can be with this person. I can learn from this person for a long time. Not 3 months, not 6 months, not 1 year. You could see yourself learning from this person for like 10 years. Because you can see this person has depth. Problem is, most mentors you see online, I hate to say it, they're very shallow, very surface level. They have no depth. And that's why when you talk with them, when you communicate, when you consume the content, when you watch the videos, listen to podcasts, you feel like, aren't you just saying the same shit again and again and again in 100 different ways? Or the experience, the way that they communicate, or where they're coming from, it's very shallow. You feel like it's tasteless. You feel like, come on, this must be more. It's like it doesn't feel there's any depth because they have no fucking depth. But they have depth. You can always go back to them and again and again and again. How do you know it's a good mentor? You always have more light bulb moments, more breakthrough, more aha. And every single time you think, oh yeah, I got it, there's another light bulb moment. There's another deeper level, and there's another deeper level, and there's another deeper level. And this, when you find that person, whoever that person may be, maybe me, it may be somebody else, but when you found that person, then you know you have the right mentor.